if we're at the bottom of this crazy dip that we recently had. So let's see what's going on. Welcome everybody to my video. I'm Kelita Sahliah. If you're new, if you're not, then welcome. Over here I combine astrology with the crypto market and we put it together to see how it could be impacting the markets. Okay, if you run away at this point, you're like, then you're gonna miss the gems. You're gonna miss the gems, but it's okay. Astrology plays a big role in the crypto market, more than you know. So it's been a very interesting 2 cycles, and forgive me, we are doing a different format because I recorded this video 2 Sundays ago. I don't know what date it is now, but 2 Sundays ago I recorded this video, and then the laptop decided not to laptop and it did not record anything, and then I got super busy with life, so forgive me for being MIA, and then in that process I lost my mic, so we're having to do it like this, so bear with me. I'm gonna try and get the video out as quick as possible to make sure the sound sounds okay. But for those who are new, we are going to look at the astrological story of this cycle to see how it could be impacting the crypto market. Then we'll check out the technical analysis for Bitcoin and XRP and the DXY. So let's get into it anyway. We are in eclipse season. This is the end of the calendar, people. We are at the very end. Well done to me. I'm proud of myself. Make sure you go and grab the new calendar, which is available. The diary will be available on Amazon beginning of April, like end of March, beginning of April, but the calendars are here. It's an early sale discount. After the 1st of March, it will be full price, so make sure you grab it. But anyway, with that being said, we are in our eclipse season, which is a major transformation. Eclipse offer a shift in energy. So that's basically what it offers. And we had our lunar eclipse last night, and it looked beautiful before the grey clouds decided to cover it up, but we're in our lunar eclipse period now, which is our full moon period. Full moon period. So I'm planning to not edit this, it's just gonna go on, so we're gonna do our best. We'll see how it goes. So when it's the moon phases, price likes to find its support when it's the full moon. The moon phase lasts for 5 days before, 5 days after. So we were in this energy of finding our support, and usually when you find its support, when the price finds its support, you then long the market, or you put in your positions to long it after it's found its support. When it is the new moon, you wait for it to find its resistance level and then you short it, essentially. So we're in this phase. It lasts for 5 days, and this her whole eclipse season anyway is gonna last for the whole 2 cycles till the end of March. So is this the transition period? It's been wild, because the way I was looking at it, the way the market was moving, we had it was downward momentum. We had a big impulse after Donald Trump mentioned something about XRP being used, and he also likes Ethereum and Bitcoin and Solana, and then that just skyrocketed the crypto market. And then we had this deeper correction, which I found interesting. So we were in that energy, and I was contemplating, and this is what I said in my last video, which did not record, which was frustrating, but I was wondering, like, I was expecting a major move probably before the financial tax year, and then something come in and it's like, maybe it will happen after the financial tax year, so in April, because you want the tax door to close. I'm not a financial advisor, and it's not financial advice. I don't even do tax because I don't know how to do it. But anyway, so that was kind of my vibe. Is this market going to move after the whole tax year's done, in terms of moving to higher highs? And that seems likely. I was also wondering how this shift in this eclipse energy was going to work. Are we going to have a deeper correction in the lunar eclipse and then flip that energy afterwards? Or will the eclipse itself be that turn around? Now, that's what I said in my last video. As it's starting now, as we're in it, it's seeming like it is the turnaround after having so much downward momentum. Sorry, I should actually show you the charts. But after having so much downward momentum, it's like, are we now actually reversing out of this? So it's interesting to see. It's moving right now. So we'll see. This eclipse energy could bring about that change. And like I says, we found our support. It lasts for 5 days and we've clearly found it. Let's pop the moon phases on. Oh, you see me do my confirmation burp. So we've got our moon right there, which was our full moon, our worm moon, lunar eclipse. And then it lasts till 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It lasts literally until the day of spring, when spring actually starts on the spring equinox. Yes, I'm just so excited for warmer days. But we're in this energy of price finding its support and then being pulled up. So, and then as we kind of continue onward, we will eventually be pulled up into our new moon anyway. And what I find fascinating is when it comes to Pisces, I don't know the exact date of the financial tax year close. But if you just look at the calendar, the last working day is the Friday. Okay, the 28th. We're getting our solar eclipse, new moon solar eclipse on the 29th of March 2025, and it's in Pisces. When I have last looked at like charts, like back testing, Pisces, when it's a new moon, I don't like to use the word, it can appear weak, but usually when it comes to new moons, it finds the resistance and then price gets rejected and falls down. However, Pisces, being that water element, is very fluid. I've noticed while back testing that price may find a little resistance level, and then it just pushes on up. It pushes on up further. And because this essentially, like, I don't know how taxes work, but I'm more than sure it will need to be in and done, completed by a certain date and time, not necessarily on Monday the 31st. So could this be a massive pull up going into April? Like, if we recover a decent amount from this full moon, this solar eclipse in Pisces could well pull us to the all-time highs, maybe past it, going up into April. But it's really seeming like now a sell in May, walk away type of vibes. But in order to sell in May and walk away, something needs to happen. So we're going to play this time by time. All right. I'm doing this video today, Saturday. So we'll see when the next one comes out. It will definitely be out. I'll be on the ball this time, but I don't know if it will be Sundays when I've got the time to do it, even if I do another video before, like, seeing how it goes. But anyway, let's get into it. Something else I want to pay attention to is we've got fortune. So this little circle here is fortune, and it's entering Taurus. Fortune is basically what's going to be fortune and prosperous for you. It going into Taurus, it is the material. Taurus covers physical, material, monetary, as well as love. But it's not about love, it's money. But so it's telling me that fortune is coming money-wise, material-wise here. So that's kind of another confirmation. But we've also got Mercury stationing retrograde. Now, in some of the retrogrades, there is a lot of retracement, kind of slower moving. So we'll see again how this plans out until, when does Mercury retrograde end? This is in the new calendar, people. The new calendar is ready. You can see it here. Mercury retrograde, 7th of April. So it ends on the 7th of April, as we can see. Stations direct in Pisces. So fascinating. It's still this Pisces energy. So that's something to keep in mind. It's fluid, it's liquid, currency, and all of that type of vibe. So that's kind of what I'm seeing with this high momentum could happen, but that retrograde, we need to see how that moves. But let's take a quick look at the chart anyway. You can clearly see, I'm trying to get through this fast so I can just put the video together. Yeah, this is a good recovery. So we had this big ass candle here, as you can see on XRP. We'll look at that first. That was when that news came out about what, you know, what Trump said. But then we had this deep correction and we fell deeper. But this is what I'd like to show you. On the RSI, we had a bullish divergence. So we had a bullish divergence. So even though it was falling and price went lower, that's what made me just be like, you know what, it's calm, because here is a bullish divergence. As you can see on the RSI, we are lower here and we are higher. But if we look at the price, so this was the low point on the RSI, price is higher, but the price fell lower on this point, but the RSI is higher. Okay, that's a bullish divergence. It was signaling we are going bullish, we are going anyway, and we've been doing that. So on the RSI wise, we've got above, we're on the daily, we've got above the 50. So if anything, even if it extends a little bit higher at this point, there may be a retracement back down to the 50 level before continuation, but there's a lot of room to the upside there. When it comes to the MACD, we are switching to that green, we're switching to the green, so it's looking good. I want to check the W time frame with the RSI, because I was noticing something. So compared to my last video, I was saying, I think we were here. Yeah, we were here in the last recorded video, unless this was when it didn't work. But we're at this point, and I was wondering if we were going to hold that as our support, but we didn't. We broke through and we came to this lower support here on the RSI. What that equates to, I don't know, but you can see a bit of trading clusters here and here if we were to look on a smaller time frame, and we have bounced up on it. Now, when it comes to a bullish movement, I do feel that this is okay for continuation. If we just pull a trend line, we're a little bit under it, but what will we do here? That's the question. Is this low enough on the W time frame for us to, this is our lowest, we're going to continue on up, or are we going to still get selling pressure in this eclipse season, or is it going to be the flip? I don't know. We're going to be paying attention. But it's found some support and it's going up, so ultimately it's just waiting to see if, when we retrace, will we remain higher and then continue our journey up, or will we want to come back down to hit the 50 on the W time frame? So it's all a waiting game right now, seeing how this eclipse moves. But with the new moon in Pisces, the end of the eclipse, I just wouldn't be surprised if we have slow movement for like retracement type of vibe, and then we pull through that new moon. So that's kind of what I'm seeing. But let's just take a quick look at all the RSIs and stuff. Once I've figured out this style of recording, we could stay a little bit longer, but we're gonna do this quick. So okay, when it comes to the SMAs, it's good that we are above the 8 on the daily. That's good. We need to at least have our 8 and 50. Is it 50 or 55? 55 crossing over, which is this white line. So that's what we'd want. We're underneath the 200, so that's good. So we're just waiting on that. We will check the 4 hour as well. So again, this is actually quite good. They seem to be beginning to coil up on the EMAs, the estimated moving averages. So they seem to be coiling up, which is amazing. So again, we have extended quite, I won't say quite a bit, but how much percentage wise? We've gone up 90, basically just under 20%. XRP has moved from its bottom. So a little retracement could come at any time, and I feel if anything that's just waiting for it to cluster up even more. And when it comes to our SMAs, we'll be waiting for the 55 and the 8 to cross over. So I do want to just check this on the 4 hour because we can get a more micro look at it. So we are being supported quite nicely here. We're starting to gap a little bit, but there's still room for growth. So essentially on the 4 hour, we want this 200, the green line, to be underneath, and then it should be moving a little bit more cohesively. We're put back on the SMAs, get rid of the EMAs. So again, 4 hour, it's good that we've had the 8 and the 55 cross over, but we're underneath that 200, and that's looking a bit flatlined at the moment. So patience, I guess. When it crosses on the 4 hour, it's more momentum going up, but I do feel like we've kind of just gone like that. So we're either gonna jump up, we're either gonna do a jump up when these moving averages catch up and give it the momentum to go up, or we're just gonna cluster here until they cross over. So the jump up could help it cross over and we get a full retest, but we'll see, you know, we'll see. Bollinger Bands, we're at the height of the Bollinger Band, so again, we could get some resistance before moving up more. It's just waiting to see. It's just, how's it on the daily, the Bollinger Bands? Oh, yeah, we're going up. You see on the daily, the Bollinger Band, it's high at the top. So this is kind of telling me there could be some random burst up to this level, $2.70, around about $2.70, before retracement back down. So if there is this like, whoa, gosh, the market's moving, we could hit that zone and then come down for a little bit. I just want to put the line chart on. Where's that hitting around? Which is interesting because, yeah, it will be testing its resistance zone. So my question is, when it comes to our moons, are we going to pull up now, hit it, you know, have a little trading cluster, and will our new moon pull us up higher? Will it pull us up back to our all-time highs? Yeah, will that be our new resistance, and will we break out into price discovery in April? It's just a little waiting game. It's just a waiting game. But yeah, that was basically it for Bitcoin. And I did have this on earlier, but I didn't mention it. So the stock to flow model, I swear I need to look back at my videos, but I swear we're getting closer to the line. But anyway, as you can see, we are still like, it's getting lighter orange. We're still in that zone. So the bull run has not happened yet. It's not happening. It's getting ready to happen and all that jazz. But looking at Bitcoin, and I definitely mentioned this in my video that did not work, which was frustrating. Little sip, so that was frustrating. But I mentioned this trend line I've had in for a while. So if you've seen my past videos, you would have known this trend line was there for a minute, literally from when we were here, last breakout zone. And it's not the last breakout zone now, but that's when I've had this parallel channel, and we've been following it go up. We've got our massive cup and handle right here. And we were just, you know, we were extended. Now, if you look at it this way, when you zoom out, it actually looks very healthy to come back and retest this zone. And since we broke out of here, I was wondering, are we going to come back and retest it? And we have, not just the top, but we are in this parallel channel. I feel as we, like the differences, when we were back here, summer 2023, we were underneath the dotted line. When we were in August 2024 summer, we were above the dotted line. So it seems as if we're still staying above the dotted line right now. That's good. Like, worst case is the lowest, that's 66k, 69k, a full retest to that zone. But I feel we've semi-done it. Look, even though 76k and our high point there was 73k, so about $3,000 gap of this retest of this high, which is fascinating. Looking at it on a larger scale, we are moving healthily. We are. So on the W time frame, the RSI is looking a bit different compared to XRP, because XRP isn't below the 50 on the W time frame. So we want to keep an eye out for this to see if this 50 will become a resistance level. That's something to pay attention to. Or are we going to break through? It will be our support and then continuation. Like, has Bitcoin's dominance truly slowed down, and will the rest come in? With a bit of red for the W time frame, still doing that. But let's go back to the daily. Let's look at the RSI on the daily, and then we'll close. So the daily, as you can see, did we get a bullish divergence with that? As we did. So again, here with Bitcoin, and this was a deep sell. Look at that, it's showing red. It's showing red, deep sell, but the price was higher, and the RSI is higher here, but the price was lower. So let's take a look. This was the RSI on this zone. Price is lower, but the RSI is higher. Price is higher, but the RSI is lower. We did get a wick, but still the wick, you know, price wicked further down than this wick. So that was again signaling bullish reversal. It's coming, it's happening, it's done been happening. So when it comes to the W time frame, I do feel that we've gone down so much, so it is just recovery now. Like I said, being in this eclipse season, is it reflecting the transition? Is it reflecting this big change that is happening? And it seems possibly so. We haven't exactly touched the dotted line, but we've come back enough. Price has found its support clearly because we've got our full moon right there. So something I'll personally be paying attention to when it comes to Bitcoin is how it responds to getting out of this parallel channel. That's something I'll be paying attention to, because it could form some resistance. Yeah. But if it can easily break through, use it as its support and then continue up, then positive. We're looking positive. So yeah, let's look at our EMAs and all that. So our SMAs. Oh, I'm not liking that. You know, I'm actually going to try and type in Bitcoin's dominance after this, but I don't like on the daily how the 8 moving average has crossed underneath the 200, which is this green line. I don't like that. XRP hasn't done that. So, you know, if the market does do a sporadic move, then this would pull it out of that quite quickly. But I'm not really liking that. Bitcoin needs to catch up. It does need to catch up. We will check the dominance. Again, oh gosh, it's underneath all of them. So this needs to turn around quickly. Otherwise, it could push it lower. It could push it lower, but... oh, confirmation. But is Bitcoin's dominance finished? Like, I don't know. Bollinger Bands. It's definitely close to the bottom, but the higher Bollinger Band brings us out of the parallel channel. So it really is just a waiting game right now, seeing what happens. But I do feel a reversal is coming. I do feel a reversal is coming. Let's just take a quick look on the 4 hour to get a deeper look. What have you done? Just with all of these. Okay, so it's looking better on the 4 hour, which will give it a bit of support, because the 8 moving average is crossing the 55. Still below the 200, so that will need to change, but it is crossing, so that is good. That is positive. When it comes to this, I'll hide this one. Looking even better. It's coiling up. It's coiling up. It's under that 200, which, you know, isn't the best, but that will cross it when it's ready. It is coiling up, so that could give it the momentum to push it on up, and eventually it would pass it. I just want to check the Bitcoin dominance. Is this it? Yeah. So Bitcoin dominance on the 4 hour is looking a little weak. It's looking weak on the 4 hour, which is fascinating. Let's just check the daily. MACD, we are turning green. Oof. Like, is this still going to follow its downward trend, or was this the lowest? That's the question we want to ask. But is the look at this wick. Whew. Is the dominance ending? Have we done like a triple top here? So basically, is it time for the altcoins to actually reach their all-time highs and beyond? Like, is it? Quick look at the DXY and then we'll close. Oh, so the dollar just fell. It fell. Don't really need the moon for this, but the dollar did fall. Fascinating. I haven't been paying much attention to it, but it has created a higher high. So we're trying to see what it's going to do here, because it's clearly on this trend line. I do need to clean up this chart, but you know, it's proof that I've been following this for a while. So are we going to hold this and then continue up, because we created a higher high here as we passed this zone, which we were stuck under for a while? So will we continue up, or will we find our resistance level and then become lower? So we'll see. It's been a bit weird because it's been moving pretty much the same or similar as crypto. It's had a fall, and crypto did kind of too before this reversal. And of course the DXY is closed now, but that's basically what I am seeing for the market. Make sure you do grab this early sale calendar before it starts in April, because it's cool and the diary will be available. Do let me know as well if you like this view, this style. Is gonna be like this until I can find my mic, because I've lost it, and loads of people started saying that the audio was awful on my recordings without the mic, so I need the mic. But this camera's mic is better enough, so you should be able to hear me well enough, thankfully. But do let me know if this video helped. If you like it, girl, give a thumbs up. Make sure you stick around, comment your thoughts, let me know. Help me as well by sharing the video. Even if you have no one to share it with, just copy the link. That will help YouTube know, oh, people like this, let's show it to more people, and then that would help you get out a lot. But make sure you stick around. I'm gonna be going live soon with astrology talks, and more content is being made today, so make sure you stick around. So with that being said, angel out, bye.